everybody and welcome. Day 48. Believe it or not, we've made it 48 days consecutive putting out a video as we count down to the 50th anniversary of the Magic Kingdom. I'm so excited. Only a day away. I can't believe it's happening. It felt like it went by fast, but it feels so long. I thank everybody again for sticking with me and watching the videos and making some of these recipes. I really can't wait to see some of these recipes a year from now and see how they've grown. Today, we're gonna go baking a little bit. I've never made beignets. I've enjoyed a lot of beignets. Today, we'll make some beignets. A little different, rookie time for me, so we're doing this together. I have a couple of recipes from friends that I actually live in New Orleans that they've talked to me many times about beignets, how easy it is to make, but I never made them. So let's do this together a little differently. Let's go. All right, to start, we need 1.5 cups of water at 110 degrees. When working with yeast, folks, definitely use a thermometer. Take the temperature of the water, it makes it bloom faster. To that, we're going to actually add 1/2 cup of sugar. Get that in there. And then we're adding 1/4 ounce. If you're using the packages, it's probably 1 package of dry yeast. If you're using out of like the jar, it's going to be equivalent to 2/4 teaspoons of yeast. And you're going to let this set for approximately about 10 minutes. And we want to see everything get active in here. Okay, so we set aside our yeast mixture. You can do this directly if you have a KitchenAid, in your stand mixer. You can do this directly in there. But for video purposes, I'm going to do it into a bowl and then we'll transfer it. We're going to go with 2 eggs, and what I want you to do for the 2 eggs is actually whisk these for about a minute. What you're trying to do, beignets are extremely light and fluffy, and you just want to beat these for a minute to get as much air into them and get them nice and frothy. And then we're going to add salt and evaporated milk. So we're going to actually add 1 1/4 teaspoons of salt, and then we're going to add 1 cup of evaporated milk. So there's my salt. I'm going to pour in my 1 cup of evaporated milk, and we'll mix that vigorously. Alright, so our yeast has bloomed. You can see the nice foam that's on the top. And we're going to add this directly into our egg mixture. Okay, so now I'm going to actually just transfer this into the bowl that we're going to be mixing this in the KitchenAid. I like to have my bowl at room temperature. Some recipes may tell you to heat the bowl. To heat the bowl, just make some hot water, pour it in, take the chill out of the bowl. It actually it does affect the yeast. For video purpose, I'm just going to add some of the flour in now. And in total, this recipe calls for 7 cups of flour. So right now, I'm just putting in 3 cups. And you can put the first batch in all at once. So this is 3 cups, and you'll see that it'll start to come together like a batter. Here's the difference, folks. The 1/4 cup of shortening, not butter, not margarine. Shortening, the old stuff. This is what's going to make the difference in our beignets. It's going to give it a little silky flavor. Now remember, the water from the yeast is still warm, so that's going to start to melt the shortening, and by me just whisking this real fast and incorporating, again, I'm just showing you so you see the batter that it's making. I'm going to put this onto the stand mixer, and then we're going to incorporate the additional 4 cups of flour that I have. Okay, so we're spinning at a small speed, and I'm going to start to incorporate the additional flour. And before I add into the last one, what I want to do is scrape down the sides of the bowl. This is a very sticky dough. Okay, so how do you know when the dough is ready? For this dough, you want it to be sticky, but not sticking to your finger. I know that's not is that a technical term? That's what I do. So let's move this along. All right, so I'm gonna just scrape this right out of the bowl. Putting it into a grease bowl. Let's get all of that in there. Now the hardest part of any recipe that I ever do, at least for me. Cover it. 3 hours, folks. 3, not 1, not 2, 3. And here it is. Here we go, folks. 3 hours and our dough is nice and risen. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna sprinkle out some flour. Okay. And incorporate this dough right onto the work surface. Just going to push it out. Oh, this dough came out really nice. Alright, so just a little trick, right? I think some of you may have seen this before. Plastic bag, rolling pin from the center out. You want these to be about 1/4 of an inch thick. The main thing is that they're even all the way around. Alright, so let's trim this as tight as we can. You can use these for test pieces if you want to. Let's go 1, 2, 3, and let's make them about yay so big. Alright, my oil's at 375. I'm just going to drop in 3 of them at a time. Remember, just give them a quick little move so that they float. All right. There we go. All right, here we go. So I took the small ones and I did a little bit of vanilla pudding. Put that on top of that. The traditional powdered sugar, cinnamon sugar. Can't beat that, right? Great plate for friends to come over for make a quick dessert. But then, as you guys know, we gotta be a little differently. So why not take it and just shove the cream and now they're filled. And then, oh, I don't know, a little chocolate syrup. And then finish that with some 10x sugar. What do you think? You want to see that one? I don't know, 40 some odd days of everybody watching me shove stuff in my mouth at the end of each video. And today, I say thank you. Delicious. You should be jealous. Absolutely delicious. Whipped cream, light. The dough came out perfect. Make this, folks. The hardest thing is you have to let it sit for almost 3 hours. Who's got time like that? I hope you enjoyed what you saw today. Tomorrow, we wrap this thing up as I head over to Magic Kingdom to celebrate the 50th anniversary. If you liked what you saw today, please like, subscribe, and share. Tell your friends, tell your friends. Till next time.